What's up, guys? Nate here. Welcome back to Brick Tech. Another set review for you today, guys. This is the Lego Marvel set number 76245. This is the Ghost Rider, Mech, and Hell Cycle. That's not me saying that. That's the title of the set. That's what, or at least that's what the vehicle is called. It has 264 pieces and it retails for $28. Here it is. I'm honestly not as impressed as I thought I'd be with this set. It has a lot of, it's lacking a lot. Like when I built it, I was like, is that it? I'll let you guys make your own judgments. So in order for you to do that, here's a 360 view. As you can see, this build, the motorcycle is awesome, but the mech, it's lacking. I mean, why is he looking up at the sky? He can't see where he's going. The flames look great. The wheels look great. I don't get why the rear wheel is orange and the front one is gray with a orange fire effect on one side, but none on the other side. That doesn't make sense. I love how the front, where the handlebars connect to the part that leads down to the wheel, looks like a skull. It's just like the Hell Cycle in the very first Ghost Rider movie with Nicolas Cage. And yes, this piece is printed. I actually don't see any stickers in this set, and that part is awesome. You'll see in this that my main problems with this set are all related to the mech and not the bike. I love the bike, but for one, I hate how the handlebars just rest in his hands. I mean, it doesn't even look like he's really gripping them. And if you try to wrap the fingers around them, it closes. The handlebar closes up, and you try to get it back out, and the hand moves away. So that's just, it's a moot point with that one. For the sake of the video, I'm gonna review the mech separately from the motorcycle. So let me go ahead and get this out of the way. The mech connects to the bike via one hook on the back, and it is not very strong. I mean, if you shake this thing the wrong way when the mech is on it, it can come off easily. They should have at least done 2 clips. Now that that's out of the way, look at how awesome this bike looks. This bike deserves a better mech to go with it. And I definitely think I'm going to make a different mech, or at least upgrade this one. I'll show you what's wrong with the mech at the end of the video. I'm going to go over the bike first though. Here's the handlebars. They look pretty nice, though, although they do move a bit too much. I'll probably put some limiter pieces on there to make sure they don't move too far. But they're pretty decent for what they are. I mean, they're pretty simple, and they do the job just fine, but I'd rather them move just a little bit less. This whole assembly here is for the engine, and there's actually a Lego Technic engine piston piece right there, like a piston housing. It doesn't actually have a piston in it, it's just there for some detailing. There's a foam piece right there, and a gunmetal gray shoulder pad piece from a buildable figure there as the cover for the engine. There's some footrests right here on both sides, but for here, I love how they did the exhaust pipes. It looks just like real exhaust pipes on a motorcycle life. I think this is supposed to be either an Indian motorcycle or a Harley Davidson. If I'm wrong, comment down below what motorcycle it really is. The exhaust pipes exit out into flame pieces, and there's one flame piece there's one on both sides. One is to be like fire coming out of the exhaust pipes, and these larger ones up top above, they're supposed to be like fire coming off the wheel. And it works pretty good, but I wish they had used the more up-to-date power functions pieces like the orange ones, but at the same time, it's nice to see these old fire pieces make a small return. Now that the bike is out of the way, let's get this stupid mech out of the way. The main section of it in the center is good, but the limbs just don't work. I mean, and it doesn't look mean enough for Ghost Rider. I mean, the only good thing about this is it holds a Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider minifigure. And, I mean, there's 3 spikes right here, but none on top of the shoulders. I mean, I wish they had given it something better. Ghost Rider deserves to look intimidating. I mean, this just does not work, Lego. What were you thinking? To get the Ghost Rider figure out, it's easy, as with all Lego mech sets, you just flip it open, but unlike most of them, this one sits inside instead of standing up inside the mech, but here's our minifigure. The minifigure is really, really, really good. The chain is a nice addition. I'm happy to finally have a Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider minifigure. There have only been I think 3 minifigures of this particular Ghost Rider minifigure, but it's deservingly so because that makes his value go up, especially since he's the fan favorite Ghost Rider. Personally, I like Robbie Reyes, but Johnny Blaze is the OG. I'm not even gonna put Ghost Rider back in the mech for the rest of this. I just want to show you my main problem with this thing. Do you see any knee joints? Do you see any elbow joints? Do you see any wrist joints? No. Because the only things that move are the shoulders, the thighs, the feet, and up here. There's no elbows, knees, or wrists. And that, it looks dinky, honestly. I mean, it goes straight from elbow to hand. That's dumb. I'm sorry, but that's dumb. I mean, if you're gonna do something, do it right. They still could have, and honestly, look how big the bike is. They could have, whether or not the lack of joints is to save space and everything. Look at that. They could have easily made the mech bigger and still have it be to scale. I mean, and extra joints would make it fit on the bike better even, because you'd have more room to work. This is a bust for me, guys. However, there's an upside. In the comic books, there was a Ghost Rider that could summon a ginormous Hell Cycle. So, if you want to, you can pretend that just Ghost Rider by himself, the minifigure, has summoned a giant motorcycle and have him ride it like this, and honestly, this is kind of fun. It works better than this, whatever this is. You know what? This is a no for me, guys. Honestly, I mean, it takes a lot for me to know a Marvel set, but I'm not very impressed with this thing. The bike, if you take Ghost Rider off the mech and just leave it like this and maybe rebuild the handles a bit, it looks awesome. And maybe you could even build a Ghost Rider buildable figure to ride it instead of this mech. But this mech, having no knees and no elbows, is what kills it for me. And no movable wrists either. I mean, it kills the whole thing. The Ghost Rider figure is good. I guess it would be worth picking up to get a cheap Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider minifigure, but that's about it. But that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell all down below, and I'll see you next time on Brick Tech.